Grass is getting so tall now. Whew. And it looks like we have finally made it after, I don't even know, it feels like at least 1.5 miles that I've walked through this winding trail, maybe longer. But we have made it to the monument, and it is a gigantic circle of large boulders, each with a different name on it from a different tribe here in North America. Whoa. This is really interesting right here. It's kind of crazy that they're acknowledging that there were even tribes that failed to go down in history that played their part in this event. And it really kind of goes to show you that if we don't do something to preserve history, it will disappear, and that they felt the need to acknowledge that at this place. So it shows you just how important history is to all of us, and how its preservation can help us to not repeat the mistakes of our past here. And the other thing that really kind of catches me here is that going over the names, it really kind of shows you how casually we use a lot of these tribes' names in our everyday lives for things other than really what they are, and not really even knowing, at least most of us, that they were indeed Native American tribes that once lived in this land here. And so if it can teach us anything being here today, it's maybe just try your best to never take history for granted, and realize that it is our common memory and the story of us all. now we have crossed over to the other side, actually to the top corner here of the cemetery, and we're at a really amazing memorial for the first responders of 9/11, and it looks like it has a piece of a crane. I don't know if it's a recreation or if metal was actually used from Ground Zero, but I'm interested to find out, and it looks incredible. Wow. Reminds me of the last 9/11 memorial that we went to a lot. A little bit more elaborate, but looks, like I said, absolutely incredible. So right here we can actually see some of the information showing that it is actually a piece of the wreckage from 9/11, and also a memorial to all first responders, not just the 9/11 first responders. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode on 539. So today we are in Toledo, Ohio at the Toledo Memorial Park, which has a lot of really epic memorials as well as mausoleums, and so we're gonna check them out and see what all they have to offer here. We're currently standing, or actually parked right in front of the first memorial, so let's go ahead and get out and check it out. Wow, so this is a really tall one here. I'm gonna have to get a closer view to see what exactly it is dedicated to, but quite an amazing sight. It kind of looks like it is just a place to put urns and things like that, although they are all military veterans. It must be a military memorial. Yeah, here's a plaque coming up here. And this right here has a lot of names of soldiers, it looks like, from even the 1800s. So as you can see here, this is the battlefield, and you can see the markers laying down exactly where the soldiers would have fallen during the battle. So you can see here the inscription of Captain Spire Spencer, killed on November 7th of 1811. It's kind of almost eerily strange, I don't know, that we're literally standing in the exact spots that these people would have taken their final breaths in battle. So it kind of makes me imagine the different sounds and sights going on during this time, the orders that would have been being called out to the different men from different sides. And I'm not sure exactly how it played out. I know that the Prophet's Rock that we were at is down this way, and they led a surprise attack on the American forces. And as we can see from walking down this big grassy plain here in between the trees, that it kind of looks as if the Americans would have been this way, and then the Native Americans would have attacked from the direction of Prophet's Rock, coming from this direction here, and that is why we see this pattern. So you can see some of this story right here, and interestingly, it was put up, this particular plaque, by the Masons, as you can see there at the top. And at the bottom here, it even states the lodge that built it, or had it built, I should say. It's an interesting one here, more about the nature of the place. But it does answer the question that I was talking about earlier about the trees being here during the battle. So I sort of stumbled upon this huge military section here. Look at this. That is amazing. and I'm not really sure as to if this is an actual cannon, but I can tell you from seeing actual Civil War cannons and seeing fake ones, this one looks pretty legit. Now, it may just be a really, really good replica, but it also may have been an actual cannon that saw some battle. And you can see over here is another corresponding one as well. It's a very interesting memorial here. Again, another one of these amazing looking cannons. I'm not quite sure the origin story behind them. However, if you see on the side of this cannon here, there is a date that says 1837, and I would guess that was the date that it was manufactured, putting it in the perfect time period to be used during the Civil War, potentially as an actual battle-hardened cannon. So on the other side, there is some lettering here and a company name. So I'm gonna have to look that up and see what exactly it was, but I'm guessing this is actually a Civil War cannon here. So I found this, and I've never seen anything like it. It's an actual grave locator box, and you can see inside is a registry of everybody that is buried in this military section, and somebody has even graciously put some flowers for loved ones to take and put at their family member's grave. And so this gives some more information here, and you can see that the grave that we just previously saw of Oliver Morton was actually the governor of Indiana at the time of the beginning of the Civil War. And a really incredible photo here of this very place in 1901 is included right next to it. And there's so many amazing looking plaques here. And of course, it is surrounded by these epic mausoleums. So don't forget to check out the probably now 3 or 4 part series that I'm doing on just the mausoleums here. Okay, so I drove around a little bit more and I actually located another mausoleum hidden in this little back corner of the graveyard, along with this really incredible, what looks like a Civil War memorial of some sort, at least a very large collection of Civil War graves. So let's check these out. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and bring a flashlight over with me just in case. There's even a little cannon in the center here. There's a little step, and it's all overgrown with moss. And let's see what this is all about. You can see this person here was actually killed in the line of duty at the Battle of Thompson's. I'm not even quite sure if I'm saying that right. I don't know if it's Thompson's State or Thompson's. I'm not quite sure, so if someone could chime in below and let me know. And I think it is 100% evident now that we are definitely in a Civil War memorial here. And surrounding this area are all of these veterans that fought in the Civil War specifically. So how incredible is this to find here when I was just thinking about leaving. Let's go ahead and walk down to this other mausoleum here. I know there's a few things and a few monuments. Looks like this is a Native American one here. And directly behind it is the sort of giant monument to the then American side of the conflict. It looks like there actually is some Native Americans depicted on it though. So far, no police have gotten out to tell me that it's time to leave. Again, I didn't see any sign of hours on the place, so I'm just kind of hoping that they're going to let me stay. It's not going to be dark for about another hour and a half, so I'm assuming that maybe they're just parking at this point. I don't know, but the other people that were here just left, so I'm getting a little nervous. Really epic view behind the monument as well. Alright, Alright, continue on forward here. Looks like there's a few more things that we might see. I'm not sure if right over there is just a rock or what it is. It kind of looks like it's probably just a decorative rock. So let's take a look at this plaque here, and then we'll get a look at the information up at the front. And then we'll take off and head to the next location. And so you can see here that they're listing all of the people killed in action and their grave site being in unmarked graves on the battlefield. And I'm not sure exactly where the exact battle took place, but I believe it was somewhere really near here if we're not in fact standing right on top of it. It's actually a lot bigger than what I was thinking. You can see how many names are on here. There must be thousands. Some of them have names, some of them are unknown, but an incredible modern looking memorial here.
The bravest of the brave.
Must be motion sensing.
One general used to describe those awarded America's highest military decoration, the Medal of Honor. I'd give my immortal soul for that decoration.
Oh, I see. It's a steam whistle on a clock.